So hey everyone, welcome to another React video. In this video we are going to create a React dark mode toggle switch with the help of React hook, which is use effect. So on clicking this switch, it changes the color pattern of your site and thus you can implement the dark mode. So let's start this video. Okay, so we will open our navbar project, which is in VS Code, and you can see the folder structure here. So you can create the dark mode toggle or the dark mode button, whatever you call it, in any project you want, or if it's just a Vite file, you can just change the background color with the dark mode toggle. So you can run it on any project. By the way, this navbar was created in our previous video, which you can check out. It has a few pages. With the help of React router we are navigating it. So let's inspect this and we will run this in mobile view, and you can see it's a responsive one. You can get the code of this project in my GitHub profile. You can check that link in the description. From that you can copy the project and run it. So now let's see the folder structure a little bit before we start the project. So we have a pages section here, which is not relevant to our dark mode toggle, but here we have some icons and some titles. All of them are going to change their color when we implement the dark mode toggle. So here we have the main app folder where we are using the browser router, which is a React router version 6, and we have some paths, and you can also see the navbar component below the browser router. The browser router is the parent component here. So now let's see the JSX folder. We have some imports, and you can see that we need to place the navbar icon here after the CodeVenture logo, which is in the h1 tag. So let's first create our dark mode component. Okay, so now let's create a new file in the src folder. We will name this file darkmode.jsx because it's running in the Vite build tool. So in Vite you should write it as JSX and not just JS. We'll import React. So we will now import two hooks, which will be use state and another will be use effect. So we are going to use state to manage the state of the dark mode and use effect to manipulate the DOM. We will also import the navbar.css because we are going to manipulate the root variables in our CSS folder via use effect. So now let's export our function, and we will name our function dark mode, which is also the folder name. So let's return some items where we will return some icons, and let's set the state first. So it should be const, and we will name the variable dark mode and the function set dark mode, and let's set it value. We will set it value to false, which will turn into true. If for that we will need a handle function, of course. So let's create a function. So let's name it handle dark mode, and it should be arrow function. Okay, so yeah, so we will set the dark mode to the opposite of the current value. Okay, done. So we will have to call this function. For that let's create a div in the return. We will name that div switch because it will switch from dark mode to light mode. So let's add an on click event which will target our function. So now we will add a dark mode ternary operator. So if the dark mode variable is true, it will implement the icons on the left side, and if it's not true, it will implement the icons on the right side of the colons. Okay, so for icons you should install a extension called React Icons, which you can just search on the extension and React Icons and you will get it. We'll copy the moon icon here and paste it. Okay, so the moon one will be for dark mode and a sun icon. Okay, so the sun icon should be for the light mode. We'll go a little below and let's find a good icon. So it should be filled Okay, this one looks great. So we will paste it here on our second icon template and done. Before styling it, we'll open the command line by Ctrl Shift P and we'll format the document. We are using Prettier extension for format. You can use any default format also. So we will add the icon component here below the H1 and it will automatically import it, as you can see. So let's add a slash and done. So we need to style this first. Here we should create a new section. We will add some comments and let's name it dark mode. Okay, so we can also change the name of that page's comment because it's ending right after that. So we'll also name it dark mode. So let's style our icon. We'll first set it a font size. Let's set it to 20. Okay, then let's set the cursor to pointer, so the cursor will change on hovering it, and let it align itself to center. So we are using align self, and we also need to color it. So for that we would have to select the SVJ and we would have to use the fill selector. So we will select switch icon SVJ and here the fill property will be applied, and in that we will use a color variable which should be text white. Okay, so you can notice one thing, that we are using color variable throughout this CSS folder, and we have declared the color variable as root on the top of the document after the body, and you can see the nav bar, the text icons, the spans, everything is using color variables. So the color variables can be changed using use effect. So that's what we are going to do here. We are going to use effect to change these color variables and apply our dark mode toggle function. So let's increase the font size a little bit. Let it be 33 pixels. Okay, now it's looking good. You can adjust is whatever you like. I am not good at UI at all, so I think it's looking fine, and as you can see we can toggle it and it's changing its icon based on the ternary operator that we applied earlier. So now let's copy this root. Okay, so we will first inspect it a little bit to show you how the root is working here. So you can see all the root variables are inherited from the HTML. So these are in the HTML document, and in the root you can see the properties. So these are all properties, so we are going to manipulate them. For that we are going to use effect. So we are going to use the use effect hook, which is a React hook, and in that we will use the arrow function, and let's set a dependency which should be dark mode. So the component will only render if the dark mode value is changing. You can know more about use effect in my Instagram post. I will add the link in description. So we need to access the root of our HTML document, so we'll reference that here. So it should be const root is equals to document object. So our document is the object. In that object we are going to select the element which is our root element. So we'll select the document element. Okay, now let's, for conditional we will use a if statement here, and let's check for our dark mode variable whether it's true or not. If it's true, we will access a root element style property, and we will also change our style property. So let's go for set property, and the property name, I mean root element, let's go and copy the text white. So we'll first try it with text white and let's check whether it's working or not. So let's paste it here and with a comma let's give it new value which should be black. Initial was white, so let's see. We will refresh and yeah, it's working. So as you can see, all the text which were white are now black and the remaining is same, I mean the span tag etc. But we need to also add a else statement, because if it's not true then it should be the previous value. So we'll just copy it and paste it in the else, and instead of black just set it what it was in its previous value, which was white. And now if we click it again and again, and it will keep on changing. So that's all working now. Let's copy it. I think there are 5 variables here. Yes, it's 5. Okay, so now next one is text black, and instead of black it should be white, since the dark mode is false, I mean since the dark mode is true. And next one should be dark blue. For dark blue, since the opposite of dark blue should be, I think, a light version of it, so let's set a light version. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, I am not good at UI, so I think it would have been better if I had a Figma design already made for this. But let's go for hit and run. Okay, so I think it's alright. A little bit lighter shade would be great, so let's go for a little bit lighter. We'll take it a little bit below 2. Okay, done. So we'll copy this RGB and let's paste it as the new value of dark blue. Done. And here it's text black, instead it should be light blue, LB. The last one would be blue, and let's remove black here and let's copy from here. No, we don't need the default one here, so we will just type light, because it is for the light version. Okay, so the light version is finished and we need to still edit the dark one, so we'll just remove this one first and copy paste this whole set of elements. And let's first change it to default. Text white should be white, text black should be black, and for dark blue the default I will copy it from the navbar.css. so let's copy this and let's paste it here. The next one, light blue, we will do the same thing. We'll remove the black here and let's copy it from here. Okay, and then paste it. Done. And the last one is blue. We'll remove white and copy this, which is kind of a dark blue color. So let's paste it here and done. We'll remove all these spaces. So let's once again go through how we implemented the whole dark mode button here and the process. So we have a dark mode component here. After the H1 we have imported it from the dark mode, and here you can see we are have defined a function which we have exported. We have imported some hooks and React and navbar.css. We are using a state. We are changing the state variable dark mode using this handle dark mode function. Then we are using use effect to access our DOM, I mean document object, where we are accessing the root element. We have declared a dependency dark mode, and here we are using an conditional statement where the class name is switch, and we have styled the switch in navbar.css, where we have styled the switch icon and the SVJ using the fill version, where we have changed the color of the SVJ. And here you can see we have a conditional statement where if the dark mode is true, icon is implemented. We have an on click event on that conditional icon and done. So let's move to a navbar.jsx and let's see the output. Okay, so I think there is a error and bug, so The nav bar here should be dark blue, but it's in the light mode even if we press the icon. So there is a error I think in the use effect. So let's see. Okay, so here the dark mode color is same in both the if and else statement. So let's go and the navbar.css. so we should get the previous dark I mean the dark blue color. I am saying dark mode, it should be dark blue. So the previous dark blue color and ctl plus z, we get it, we will copy it and we will just paste it, and it's done. Our dark mode component is finally complete without an error. Let's see it in the mobile view. So let's see if there is any bug or not. We didn't do anything in the media query, so it should be fine. Let's see the side menu as well, and everything is fine, it's working. So now let's see our dark mode setup, and it's working, it's looking pretty. It's not that good, but that's okay. You know how to now use your dark mode. You can change any variable, or let's say if you want to perform any function, you can also do that by changing or manipulating the DOM elements via use effect. So that's it from this video. I hope you find this video helpful. I will post the source code on my GitHub, and also you can check for the use effect post in the description. I will provide the link. So that's it for this video. I hope you find this video helpful. If you find it, then do like it and also subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.